Hey guys, Martin here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so I thought today we would take a look at the LR, Trunks and MAI because they finally have a good 200% lead. The only one they actually had before this was the STR Carnival Goku, right? The 200% Battle of Wits unit. So I thought we'd go ahead and check them out here. They have a 200% leader now, and of course one of their biggest issues is that they're really only good against a Future Saga enemy, which we now have, right, with the Future Saga Red Zone. So we do need to get through the first turn, first of all here though. So let's go ahead and do this. I need to make sure I can get 6 orbs for Bulma as well. So let's get those int ones out of the way here, and then we should... Okay, well, we only need 5 for the support, so that's fine. Bulma's not going to get an additional, but that's okay. As long as Mai gets her additional super, she should be fine in the middle as well. I used that support memory because I thought, why not? It's a Trunks and Mai showcase, so we have the Trunks and Mai support memory. It gives us 2 key and 10% attack and defense for 2 turns. If we have, I think it's 2 time travelers allies. So like everyone on the team is a time travelers unit except for Bulma. So we should be looking pretty good here in the first 2 turns. Obviously, like I say though, if Mai doesn't get a second super, then we could be in trouble. Hidden potential? Oh, she didn't. Oh, we got a dodge. Okay, it's not too bad. Could have been worse. But yeah, LR, Trunks and Mai, they get 70% attack and defense start of turn. They get key 1 and additional attack and defense up to 140 per time traveler's ally on the team. So including the friend, we have 6, right? So that's 120. So they're only missing 20%, which you have to have a full-time traveler's team to get that, obviously. But then they get 6 extra key and high chance to dodge when there is a Future Saga enemy, which obviously there is now, right? And they also give superclass allies attack and defense 30%. They greatly raise defense on both of their super attacks, so their super attack effects are obviously pretty decent. Should we, I guess, to be fair, we don't even have to put them in a slot where they're going to get hit, but I mean, I guess I do kind of want to see. Now, the thing is, what is their defense? So 340k, they greatly raise on super, so that's a 50% raise. So they're going to go up to about 500k roughly. Now, the only problem is this unit is going to be in a situation where if they're not dodging a super attack, then obviously we're just going to die. But I think if they don't dodge normals, we should still be okay. But be interesting to see how this plays out here. Obviously, if we die, we can just jump back in. But I want to see what they're going to take here in this first phase without any items active. And see what we can get. Because if we get to the point where we get Vegito Blue out as well, and the fact that he's then giving the rotation an extra 50% defense with his 18 key super, then these guys start to have a pretty reasonable looking amount of defense once they've gotten their super attack off. So 8.8 million for them. Can we get an additional as well? The second greatly raise would be nice. We do not. They still take 133k from the normal. They dodge the super. Then we get another dodge. So 2 for 2. But I mean, we dodged the one that counts, right? Which is the super. Damn, I was hoping that they would at least tank the normals a little bit better than that. Because, yeah, over 100k. I mean, this is the first phase where there's... Well, actually, the future androids are in the first phase, right? But Cell doesn't count as a future enemy. This one does. We're obviously going to get at least one more phase for this, which you would assume is then going to be harder than this one. So let's see, you share 1 link with you and 2 with you, so we might as well put you 2 together. Sadly, not a lot of key available in slot 1 here though for the blue boys, so they're probably not going to get their additional super here. And then Mai, you need Mai to get that additional, and then she'll be looking good in slot 3. Mine has a pretty even, because mine has 1 dude, so she has a pretty even spread of just additional and dodge at the moment. You do want to try and get that additional super though. That's the thing, because even if additional procs from her hidden potential, it could still just be a normal attack, which doesn't really help you. But I did mention this in one of the other videos as well, but she can actually, if you get 3 supers in 1 turn, then she only needs to super once on the next turn, and then she's now supered twice since the last time she got the buff, so then she gets the buff straight away. So if you get a triple super turn with her on like her first turn, that you are absolutely golden, right? Because she is set up ready for her second turn. She only needs to get one super attack, and then you are all good. So, can she actually kill him here and not have to worry about getting hit? She probably has to get an additional, right? Which she did. So, if she didn't kill, she's at least going to have her damage reduction. Will this take him out? Yes, it will. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, so we get her floated off. She's obviously going to share some good links with the Trunks and MAI here. So I think we definitely just go ahead and do this for this rotation, right? So we've got Brainiacs, Fierce Battle, Prepared for Battle, and Legendary Power. So we are picking up, what? Brainiacs from the Bulma, which is pretty good. So what does Brainiacs give you at level 10, actually? Let me double check. Oh, I haven't given them a gold equip. Oof. I haven't given them good skill orbs before this, but I mean, hey, maybe if they do turn out to be decent, I maybe will put some better skill orbs into them, and maybe we'll try them out in one of the next phases. But that does give them a bit of extra defense. When Bulma picks up her orbs, of course, their defense is going to jump up as well. So that's something we have to bear in mind. So we'll do this. I think we'll do this, right, just to guarantee we don't want to mess up the big cluster of orbs here. Give those all to Bulma, and then boom, both our first slot LR, slot 1 and slot 2 LRs have the full 24 key. And we can go off. See, these guys have 2 links active with Trunks and MAI. And this is their second rotation. And they're getting, what, 6 point something million? So, I know their secondary super were just under 4. I don't know. I keep getting drawn back to this, like, people complaining about, like, Goku and Vegeta's attack stats. And I just, like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. But, you know, is what it is. Now, obviously, again, we're in a situation where we do not want these guys to take a super. 235 from a normal. Oof. Yeah, see, that's... when you're only got a coin flip chance to dodge, like, I don't know, would I say... Like, I don't want to be super hyperbolic, but, like, would that qualify this unit as being unrunnable in this stage? Because, like, that much damage from a non-dodged normal attack is pretty rough, I have to say. A little bit scary, but because yeah, I guess when I do get a chance to rework their skill orbs, giving them a bunch of additionals would be the way to go, right? But yeah, that is a little bit scary. I mean, we can absolutely pop off in this turn. I kind of don't want to, because I want to see at least one more turn of Trunks and MAI, but then at the same time I also don't want to die. But it's like, we can absolutely go off on this turn. So let's do, you know what, let's see. What's his defense starting off here? Oh, just 510k with 50% damage reduction in slot 1. You know, that's all. So let's do this so we can get extra defense for everybody. Because Vegito is going to get guaranteed dodge. I'm not going to do Vegito's active skill because I feel like he will just do way too much damage if I do that. So I'm going to do this. And then we'll grab these. And then I'm a bit worried about Trunks and Vegeta though. Because what if they eat a super in the last slot? Because they're not getting the extra defense from being in slot 1. So after they super, they're only going to be at about, what, 400k? They're still going to have guard because not enough turns have passed for them to lose it in any slot. But could be a little bit scary. We ideally want him to super attack in the middle against Tech Vegito Blue because he's going to guarantee dodge it. But let's see what happens here. We'll see how it plays out. There's a dodge straight away from Vegito. So yeah, let's 9.4 linked up with the Tech Vegito Blue. Remember, the Trunks and Vegeta are not giving him any attack support. It's only for defense. We've obviously got the support carrying over from Bulma on the previous turn, but that is pretty good when you consider mine is 2 dupes. So 6.5, and again, all of these are effective against all types. So the attack stat, like the attack is actually equivalent to a much higher attack than that because it's effective against all types. I mean, him doing 1.7 million damage on a normal attack against a boss that is as good defensively as Rose is, I would say, is still pretty good. And then of course we have Tech Vegito Blue now to get all his attacks off. Now again, people are like comparing his attack stats to the AGL one. But remember, this guy is not super effective against all types. So if his attack stats are higher, he can still be doing less damage. And then, of course, you know, Vegito, the AGL Vegito Blue, by getting his 18 key super, he gave everybody else on the rotation 50% extra defense. So, I mean, after they get their supers off now, Trunks and Vegeta should easily be over 500k defense. So with their guard, and depending on whether they do actually get any additional 12 key supers here, they should be able to tank his attacks perfectly well. Even if it's not double digits, we're not going to die. Yeah, 28k. And he did super tech Vegito Blue, which we dodged, which was pretty fantastic. So, yeah. Now, do I just risk it for the biscuit here and just get the last attack in with Trunks and MAI? Because there's 2 attacks in slot 1. What have they got on this turn? So 387 thanks to the MAI. Obviously, if we move them to here, because they get more links with MAI, we are not getting legendary power, which is a pretty decent extra buff. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's see if they can bring home the bacon in their own showcase here. I guess for the sake of like stats and that, we should probably just transform those guys, right? Because they are more powerful in this state. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Not that it's going to matter, right? Because either Trunks and MAI win or Trunks and MAI lose. 328, because remember pre-super, because that was when they took 250 last time, that was post-super. So even with those both being normals, if they hadn't dodged like either of them, we would have just died immediately. So let me know what you guys think about Trunks and MAI. I mean, it's cool that they have a team that they can be good on now, but is it too late? Because I mean, like I say, the later stages of this red zone are going to be harder than this one. I guess if we get a stage where the first phase isn't too bad, and then the second phase, like the final phase, is physical, then maybe they could be good. And obviously, you know, if I did their skill orbs a little bit better, gave them a bunch of additional, them getting a second super means they greatly raise their defense again. So I mean, if one of the later bosses is physical in the final phase, and obviously doesn't disable dodge, then I feel like they could be somewhat useful. But yeah, they definitely they didn't exactly blow me away defensively, right? The dodge is nice if you can get it, but it's only 50%. Attack stats around 8 million, not too bad. I mean, yeah, but obviously the rest of the team doing pretty well. Vegito, AGL Vegito still showing out. I love using this unit, so yeah, let me know what you guys think of Trunks and MAI down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.